Alright, let's do a good job.
Charge is done.
In his car. Oh, it came back on at 3 a.m. That's rough, dude. And it's all from wind. It's not even like liquid. Freaking maintenance on Final Fantasy forces me to play this old-fashioned ass game. I've been like beelining the story stuff in Final Fantasy and trying to get in a spot that's ready for the next expansion. I just finished the 3rd Alliance raid, which, holy crap, it was rough. At least the beginning of it was rough. We nearly wiped, but luckily for me, I'm going as a healer, which means I don't need to learn mechanics. I don't need to learn what to tank and stuff. I just gotta keep people alive. They have to learn it. Is the greatest benefit of being a healer. It's putting the responsibility on everyone else. I mean, I have the responsibility of keeping an entire team of people alive, but so after the first phase of the raid, which didn't go well because no one said anything, and there's apparently like tricky things you have to do. And like this guy that's casting doom on people and all kinds of shit. Like the other healer and I think there was only one tank. They both left, and then we continued through, and everything else went smoothly, and it kind of felt like, hey, thanks for leaving, guys. You smoke bomb might be good. How much is the smoke bomb? 45? The ability to steal early is good. We already got 2 extra keys so we can get everything on this floor, and we could steal a key to have us ready for the rest. But it definitely feels weird coming from Final Fantasy to here. Usually I do Gungeon first, and then you know, once I'm at a stopping point, I'll switch over to Final Fantasy. But this time I got my FF out of the way. I've been thinking about streaming more Final Fantasy. I actually had a lot of people watching the last time I streamed it, but like I just kind of, I don't really focus. Come on. Okay, well, I don't like how this fight is going at all. A lot of summons, me shooting wildly at nothing a lot of the time, and I'm having a really hard time positioning onto shades over here. There we go. Alright. Now all is a little bit more straightforward. Let me get this microphone out of my sight line. Jackie and I decided what we're doing for her birthday next week. We're going out of town. At a place that has like a massage and a spa and a jacuzzi in the room and like... Oh my god! Those shots were weird. And yeah, we're just gonna chill for 3 days. Or for 2 days. Which I'm pretty excited about, just relaxing. Did you see that? Did you see me roll all the way backwards to that slow-moving bullet as if I was trying to catch it? What the fuck was I doing there? That's crazy. That's like the worst. Get away from the water. I need 5 more sins. And I don't know if I'm going to get it. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get it. I think the minimum you can get from this guy is 5. Or 4 maybe. But we got 10. Yuck. What a terrible secret room. Hey, we got another key. That's all I really wanted. Alright, we're at 1 curse. Remember that. Dude, this is awful. Oh, man. Heavy bullets or heavy boots are cool. Nothing else we have I could even describe as cool. I guess the ability to steal is cool. I feel like that's gonna happen every freaking time. I'm gonna send the thing out. Then it's gonna go after the same guy that I'm attacking already. This is a little loud, actually. I'm having a hard time focusing. The plan was, while the servers are down for Final Fantasy, to get a little bit ahead on Gungeon. However, I know that Kyo wants to play some Dark Souls. Maybe we could finish off some of the DLC for DS3. Yeah, there you go. But beyond that, I don't really have any other plans for the stream. There's a bunch of little things we could do. I mean, we could always, like, do some more Apex Legends, since that seems to be the flavor of the month. But not really my flavor. I don't know, it's weird how, like, successful the formula has been for games for the last 4 years. It's been battle royales or hero-based shooters with loot box mechanics for cosmetics. And that's it. That's been it. Hero-based shooters for 1 year, and then, oh my god, battle royales the next. And then it seems like now it's time to combine those two things into one, which is pretty obvious. Pretty obvious of a choice. If you really think about it. God damn it. I think that, like, Paladin's hero shooter kind of did something like that. What? Man, I got caught on the fucking corner. And I was not looking at myself, which is always a mistake. I was looking at where I wanted to go, which is not how you do it in this game. What is this? At some point, like, I mean, I know I'm close to episode 500, which is a pretty big deal, I feel. for a game that I don't know if anyone else is at least putting on YouTube. I know people are still speed running it and stuff like that. I don't really know about putting it on YouTube or really streaming it more than occasionally, besides, you know, the speedrunners and stuff like that, like I said already. But even though there's this group of people doing streaks, it kind of feels like this game is in another kind of stationary moment. Whoa. And it's until Paradox comes out, it's not gonna have another shift. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. I feel like I'm like too close or too far away, but I can't tell which. Also, it's extremely cold. I should put on a sweater. Because I don't really think we need to raise the heat, but my little Manos, little handy boys, are rough right now. I kind of wish I had the same amount of like freaking energy I had as yesterday. By the way, Scotchy, what are you up to tonight? I failed to ask. Just taking it easy, taking it greasy. You know what? I'm gonna use these terrible guns. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, with the power going out and all that, that fucking sucks. I would take it nice and easy myself after a day like that. Oh. Anything you want to talk about? Oh, damn. That sucks. People are so fucking inconsiderate. Everyone knows when it happens to them how much it sucks, but I feel like most people are still willing to, like, just drop plans all of a sudden. Because of, like, simply just not being aware that the thing that upsets them would also upset someone else. We have a couple of good friends who do the same thing all the fucking time. They'll make plans, and, you know, we'll let them know if we're gonna make it or not well in advance, and then we'll make plans with them, and it'll be a last second, hey, we're not really feeling up to it, or we got too drunk last night, kind of thing, and it just sucks. It sucks that, like, at first we thought, like, maybe they don't really, oh my god, maybe they don't really love hanging out with us, but then we found out that they have kind of a reputation for that, which is, I feel like a shitty reputation having. Yes, it's the fucking pox cannon. I'm so happy. Well, no keys on this floor, though. I'm unhappy about that. That's maybe fair. Man, okay, well. I can't take R2, or I can't take the portable turret. I just can't. It sucks, dude. What's the point of, like, making plans to meet somebody if those people are not going to be there? I like it. I like it a lot. You know, maybe if it is all a catfish style scam, it's better they're not showing up. I've never understood that. Why do people put so much time into, like, I guess it's the whole troll thing, but like catfishing in particular for me seems like a lot of work for what I can't understand as gain. Or even just like setting up dates online and then being like, nah, like why go through all the steps and then cancel last minute? Who's that for? Oh boy. That was kind of close. I just don't get it. Like, haha, we made someone maybe have an erection. That sure showed them we're cool. Oh, they got their hopes up? And then their hopes were dashed away. We win. Right. And it's not just like, if you're doing it out of some sort of maliciousness, you're a fucking monster. If you're doing it hoping to convert someone, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you're not gonna convert a dude to dick. It's just not gonna happen. Oh, fuck. This room is the worst thing I've ever experienced. Oh my god. I'm holding the old crest. Why would there be a room like this? Right, you're not gonna convince anybody that they want dick. It's just not gonna happen. The movies and freaking, you know, made for TV. Ooh boy, that was close. Made for TV dramas where someone's so in love based on internet conversations are fucking, they're so false and so unlikely. Like, they might have happened once or twice in the history of people as a whole, but it's not gonna happen. It's just not. There's no turning people. It's not a switch. And honestly, like, the number of people that spend their time saying homosexuality is not a choice, that it's something you're born with and all of that. Like, just don't then try to convince people to choose homosexuality. Doesn't it seem very conflicting to your whole platform, your whole argument? Wonderful. It's this guy. Dude, stop summoning. What the fuck? Ooh-wee. I feel like the old crest room should never be on the other side of a mini boss. That's just not fair. Wow, that was a good mini boss though. Good rewards, at least. The Clob. We'll steal a nod key. It's not very likely that I'm gonna go to the rat unless some shit freaking shows up here, but yeah, I think people need to start having them, stop having like movie outlooks to relationships. It's really fucking silly, and it doesn't. All it does is end up hurting people. It hurts the people who think they're gonna flip somebody. Whoa. And it also hurts the people who are trying to go into something real and getting slighted. I did not expect a flawless set. Dude, this shit is garbage. But damn. I'm gonna go meet Prince Charming on Twitter or on Tinder, and we're gonna get married because after one date. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna meet a great guy who's totally into ladies, and I'm gonna talk him into a love for dick. Like, what do people think? Yes, that's another thing about being kind of, kind of confined to an area, is you got the same, same people to kind of choose from. Alright, I want to close the door real quick. What are you watching, baby? It's Spider-Man? Oh, I thought that was Tom Holland. Okay. Well, don't close the door. Wow. The main thing I can suggest to you, Squatch, is to not get disheartened. And I know that's very often like the advice that no one wants to hear, because it's easy and it doesn't actually solve anything, but you know, you're a great dude and you'll find someone. It just yeah, it just, I mean, I spent a long time, I spent most of my 20s like completely single. Like not a chance in hell being with someone. It wasn't until I was, you know, until I found Jackie basically, that I went from one like 3-year relationship to single for like 7 years. Just like anytime I tried to meet anybody, it blew up in my face and sucked. It was terrible. I met one girl right before Jackie that was just the worst relationship I'd ever been in. I feel like that's that's the prime time to be in them. That's when everyone should be. I think that's why it felt so like harsh for me, is that everyone around me was like kind of jumping from relationships, like having an easy go of it and just having a lot of fun and meeting different people and trying different things, and I was just like, hey, there's not a person in the world that wants to fucking give me a chance, well, sucks for me. Seems like it's still pretty great for them. But, and I did not stay optimistic. Not all the time, at least. Like, there were many moments where things felt pretty hopeless. In terms of relationships, at least. To these... Okay, I didn't think it would shoot straight through it, but I got the fucking sling from it, so... I thought the old goalie... Oops. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Yeah, there was only so much, like, hanging out with friends and drinking I could do. Especially watching my friends, like, go through relationships and be like, this isn't working out. I got other girls that I can just kind of choose from right now. And just be like, man, like, why is it you're in a situation where you got, like, a handful of choices and I'm over here counting 0 on these little fists of mine? Okay, so I do want to buy the flare gun because I like it better than the pitchfork. And I think I need to actually get rid of, to sell some weapons here. Yeah, and it's not like, I think the people that I'm talking about at least are not necessarily the swinger types, they're just the types that, like, I don't know, I had a lot of friends where, motherfucker, for whom it was just the case that they were in a situation where the women around them were not like open relationships, but like just moving quickly, not really committed. And I'm pretty much like a relationship guy myself. I'm gonna stick with something until it works. I mean, I'm a child of divorce, so I have this, like, I've always had this kind of big apprehension against people just moving on. Like, that sounds maybe oversimplifying of the situation, but that's kind of what it felt like. Like, when people didn't try to fix relationships, I always felt like, man, you don't even fucking care. Which is fine, they don't need to care about every relationship. And like bad ones, I really think I never experienced this directly, but bad ones, it's more worth it to get out of when they're bad. I mean, I did experience it directly. My last relationship before I started dating Jackie. But that one went on for freaking 9 months. Like, we were talking about moving in together before things ended. And it was part of the reason, I realized I had to get out of there is we went to a mutual friend's wedding, and she was like freaking horrible to everybody. The girl I was dating, not the mutual friend. And I was like, man, I gotta get out of this before I wake up. And we're talking about marriage. And I realized that I can't stand even like having a conversation with this person. And I did. I don't need to go in there yet because I don't want to destroy another thing. I want to do this weird because we're going to be getting rid of a lot of keys. I want to see how this one does. I know it's not very high damage, but I want to see how these two do. The tigers are kind of cool, even though the damage output is not very good. They're kind of cool because I don't even have to fucking aim. And sometimes that's enough for this boss, is to just be able to focus on movement. I should maybe throw the sling on there, Old Goldie or something, but so far I'm just gonna keep this up, I feel. Ooh. I just wish I had like a fast reload situation going on. Aw, man. Dude, maybe not. Maybe this is just too fucking slow. I'm starting to feel like I'm... Yeah, it's too slow. Wow, that was close. That was some incredible dodging. I mean, I got hit once, but like... I think if I had just used the Old Goldie early instead of freaking trying to use the brick breaker with it, like the turtles wasn't a problem. Ooh. Baby! And I'm about to make a bunch of freaking extra money selling garbage. Oh my fucking lord. Oh my lord, I almost destroyed that chest. So I kind of decided that I'd rather spin the guns to make more money than just have more guns. Oh my god. Oh, this doesn't pair with gilded bullets? What? That's very surprising. I should have saved a key. Fuck. I think we owe it to ourselves to go to the rat. Gilded Polaris, especially if we can get this level 3 on the way there. Yes. Yes. Guys, don't die to poison. Okay, good. Thank you. These guys are like my freaking favorite to level up Polaris or Metronome. I'll just let him die. I was talking earlier about like how being like a child of divorce made me like work through relationships a lot more than I think a lot of my friends. And like, I don't know if I'd ever voice okay. Whew. Ever voiced it before, but I think that's 100% fact that that's a big part of the reason. But it is weird to kind of put words to that. But like I remember my dad meeting my dad's like girlfriend or whatever after when my mom got divorced, and it's just like I never for once thought like my parents got divorced because of me. Because I think that's really, I guess it's not silly, but it's steal the key. What? No! I didn't steal on the last floor. I've never done that before. I don't think. Well, we might not be going to the rat. That fucking stings. I know I didn't steal on the fucking... Okay. We just lost our freaking lead god. We potentially, and honestly most likely, lost our rat fight. Everything's coming up garbage right now. Wait. Old Goldie doesn't have any ammo. And Old Goldie apparently has very limited range? My disguise isn't working. But yeah, I spent some summers with my my dad and his second wife, and you know, my mom had boyfriends and got remarried and stuff like that. Yeah, no key, so we're fucked. But I just always remember being like, how in the hell did my dad, like, how did he have somebody ready to go that quickly? Like, it had to be... They had to have met before then, if things were already at that point. Like, they were, like, engaged and stuff. And it felt like... It felt gross to me. Oh, man. They're really punishing me for trying to steal that key. I cannot believe... You know what? I thought of my floors wrong. No? I didn't steal from the... Dude, there was something wrong. Something went wrong there. I totally didn't steal because I did the Abby the True Gun and I didn't steal on that floor. That's fucking weird. I think it might have glitched out. I don't know. But we're going to the rat. And we have level 3 of the thing, so... Yeah. And now, I mean, like, I understand now that, like, things are, of course, more complicated than I believe them to be as a tiny, little, dumb baby child. But still, you know, anybody that ever has a divorce when they have kids, you got to realize that if you got somebody ready to go right away, it's gonna ring a little false from the kid's perspective. Where's the secret room? Probably in here. Dang. Hold on. Dude, I know about these. I don't think I think I'm Polaris is not going to last me through, so I'm going to be in a rough spot for the rat fight. Not really a rough spot, but not... I'm not in an ideal situation right now, in terms of boss weapons. Health, pretty close to fucking ideal, I'm gonna be honest. I just gotta make sure I start off right. One of these is jammed. We take him out last. I'm really going to try to use Polaris for as long as I absolutely can. Oh god. Ooh, okay. Doesn't exactly help Pup, but thank you nonetheless. Alright, well, first phase is actually the worst, but then the second phase has some moments that are the worst. The first phase, I don't feel comfortable using any blanks on, so... Can you back up, dude? Damn it. He gets a little bit too forward. That actually wasn't... All things considered, that wasn't that bad. And I think we owe it a lot to money. All that freaking damage we had did most of the work for us. Whoa. Okay. It doesn't work on bosses. Yeah. Also, I love that you can just kind of parallelogram around that thing a little bit. What? Oh well. I don't think that parallelogram made any sense. What I just meant was travel at an obtuse angle around it. Oblique is also what I meant, not obtuse. Hey, I destroyed half of it. There we go. Damn, I gotta Come on. I can't fucking time that to save my life. Getting the uppercut, or getting the special thing on the first round of this fight is the hardest. We got fucking fat bullets. Less ammo and crazy damage increase. Damn, a little too early. Okay. Ah, so a little too early. Guess I got that one. And that one. Dude, fuck. If he keeps doing that one, I'm screwed. Hyper Light Blaster. Alright, well, we didn't get that many keys. But, we got some good stuff. We got, like, no armor from that. Oh, we got 3 keys, okay. These keys are going to be very valuable. These, not the other ones, but these. Because, come on, just give me the shoes. Just give me the fucking shoes. I don't want the gun, I don't want the gun. Alright, cool. Well. They got gold fat bullets. We got a ton of money that we can't use until the final floor. But we do have this. And we got a little bit better stuff to work with for bosses. I honestly forgot I was back to phase 1. Or level 1. Kind of feels like with the damage bonus that level 1 is not the level 1 it used to be. And these things are like touching. Wow. Very close. I do have to remember that my maximum ammo is down by 20% or 10% due to fatty bees. Fat TVs. Dude, today was... Yeah, okay. Today's been weirdly all over the place for me. Whoa. What the fuck was that noise? Okay. This is straight up dog shit. Like... Ah, fuck. Okay, if ammo drops, leave it on the freaking floor. There's no rat. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so off on keys. But, money? Money I'm gonna be good on. Because I can't fucking buy anything on this floor. Yes. 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 It still makes me pretty sad. Alright, this is level 3. Yeah. I don't know what to use. Like, all of my guns are too good. I feel like I want to save all of them for bullet hell. But in bullet hell, I'm going to end up just using, like, 2 random ones. Leave it. Cleveland to beef it. Whoop. We can also leave that. Right, I don't have to end my gun force just because I was forced to use a key when I didn't want to. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Guy just teleported into a wall. God damn it. Right for the boss. Maybe 3 rooms to go? No. Oh. Hold on, I want to check with the thing. Okay, okay. With what? I'm gonna try something that might be stupid. I feel like that worked. Alright, let's try it out. This might be the weirdest fucking damage I've ever had in my life. I can't tell. That's right, you can't tell because the fucking shit's all lined up. It's so big, but like that damage seems pretty freaking. Ah! Dude, I suck at this fucking game. My ammo is getting eaten alive, though. Didn't expect that to happen. Because it's shooting out triple shots, quadruple shots. Okay, well, I still suck. At least that's a known fact now. I don't know if the shots are missing, but this is not the dream that I thought it would be. I can't believe I got a fucking hit there. Oh well. Okay. I might not be able to open any more chests, and I might have been abandoned by my my secret finder, but hey, at least I'm here. At least I got scatter shot. And then a bunch of crazy ass weapons. I think Scattershot might have just undone, in a good way, like undone so many of the problems that this run was experiencing. Look at how thick and juicy that weak, pathetic beam is. Yo, my HP's not looking too good. Now that I'm staring it down a little bit. And there's the other problem of this, of shotguns being, for the most part, worthless. Huh. But I'm not dropping Scattershot under pretty much any circumstance, so. Raiden Coil, why are you so weak? Like, why do you pretend to be so useful? Alright, since I've already fucked up enough of this run, I will actually use partially eaten cheese a little bit here to, you know, facilitate this fight. Since it's not the thing keeping me, you know, at a lead god or away from a lead god or whatever. Whoa. That would be my performance. What? You can't bounce off of him now. Okay. Well. We'll use gun friendship, I suppose, with this, and see how much our ammo drops. I almost missed that first fucking dodge roll. Weird. Ammo is definitely dropping. Okay, so the 3 shots from the Polaris, the 3 types of shot from the Polaris, are still counting as misses. Like, guaranteed. Which is not at all surprising. Oh no, Squatchy. Oh no. I'm nervous about what you just posted. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Good. I don't have to listen to it, because I already heard Kyo say pretty much the whole thing. We're not gonna do that one quite yet, because we want to see what's in the shops ahead. I can steal one thing. I thought, I kind of assumed because I could afford both of those, I just went, wait, no, I absolutely shouldn't have spent all that money. Oh well. You know what? I'm gonna give myself a big oh well, and say that we still got crazy damage. We did just limit our damage output significantly. And we will be stealing from... I almost did that same fucking thing. Where the fuck is the real Jaguar? I need an amulet. That's very strange to see a grenade just turn away due to fear. I totally should have stolen. I could even, I mean, I think 7 curse would have been worth saving that, saving almost 200 casings. Jesus Christ. Yeah. This is a very tough decision, but I think I'm gonna go with shadow bullets. And try again for broccoli? I don't know. Cool. Cool hit. Well, there's that guy who watches the stream every once in a while. Friendly Dawuski, he's saying he had an all-furry radio show that he was a part of. And you know, to each their own. I don't really understand it, even in the slightest, but I'm not gonna judge anybody. But like, what I really don't get is an all-furry radio station. Not like blog or something. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, what's the music? You know, is it a specific genre, or is it like any genre on the subject of dressing up in costumes and having sex with each other? Over the clothes sex. Excuse me. It is over the clothes sex, right? I guess I don't really understand the whole yiffing thing, but I feel like it's over the clothes. Or else they would have to, like, abandon their persona. In order to engage. Hey, that's nice. I'm guessing they probably have little... It's like those pajamas where your butt shows. I'm guessing it's probably like that. Oh, good. Yeah, the term is yiffing, right? I've heard it. Like, I didn't know if they pulled out their dingalings and their beeholes and vaginas, I guess. Or if it just was like dry humping. Okay, well. We will now trade smoke for bullet friendship. Or gun friendship. I don't know, man. Like, have your kinks or whatever. It's cool. What's strange to me is the identity aspect of furries. The make-believe animal is my real self aspect of it, I guess. Like, I'm totally... Have whatever fucking kind of sex you want to have. Do whatever as long as it's consensual. I really don't care. As long as it's not predatory. As long as there's no victims involved. Go for it. But the identity thing, like, I 100% support trans rights and all of that. I believe that gender identity is a very nebulous thing. Identifying as a half wolf, half horse, half iguana, it seems like a trend that people are following. And I might be on the wrong side of history, which is why I don't really voice this opinion very much. But it seems convenient that suddenly tons of people are identifying as animals that have never existed. I guess is the main thing, you know? I don't think there were a lot of people who identified as fictitious animals, or even real animals, before the term furry was coined. Which is the convenience, the strange convenience aspect of it. And I very well may be wrong. If that turns out to be the case, I apologize in advance. I just don't know. The convenience aspect is like a surprisingly stark, not counter argument, but like it's a point I like to bring up because I think it is worth addressing. And I think if it's you don't know, if you adhere to furrydom, you don't owe it to anybody to explain the thing. But if you adhere to furrydom and want greater acceptance, then I think it's in your best interest to be able to explain it to people. It's not a requirement by any means. You don't owe it to anybody. But I think it'd be very helpful for a lot of people to have a concise explanation out there, you know? And I can kind of already hear some bad faith arguments like, well, people weren't admitting that they were gay before homosexuality was more accepted. People weren't openly transgender until there was discussion about it. And I agree that that's a very valid point. However, I think that the difference is there are plenty of documented cases of that throughout history, of homosexuality and gender identity issues. I don't think that there are even an even similar like scale of documented cases of that for people wearing mascot costumes. I don't think it's a trend in that people are doing it to fit in. I think it's a trend in that it started from nowhere and became... If it's a legitimate identity thing, then that's a very new phenomenon among humans. Identifying as essentially cartoon animals. And that doesn't mean that it's not legitimate. All it means is that it's very new, and I think a willingness to like discuss the newness of it would be important, would be helpful. But yeah, I don't want anyone to feel judged. I don't give a shit, man. Like, it's not like a hateful I don't give a shit. It's a legitimate, like, one of my core beliefs is that there's no way for me to ever believe that I'm in the right. There's no way for me to ever be certain that I'm in the right. There's some stuff, like, I have a big problem with people who claim some sort of position on high of understanding or knowledge. Like, research is kind of the only thing that works for me for that, in that regard. Anyone who claims to just know something is pretty foolish. So I don't judge what other people do for exactly that reason. However, I do want to it's nice when people feel comfortable explaining stuff because it helps me get it. Honestly, it feels to me like not similar in their beliefs or motivations or things like that, but it feels like a lot of the internet kind of rapid growth things, like inceldom and other groups of people who felt no voice for so long, now having basically forums all over the place to express their opinions. And because of that, it feels like, oh yeah, Daruma is actually pretty worthless. It feels like now that it's easy to find a group, people do tend to latch on to things where they know there is a crowd of like-minded individuals. Or, you know, they're able to identify. I really, really wanted to be goth. And I really wanted to be a skateboard kid at different points in my life. Because the people around me who I looked up to were those things. Neither of those classifications worked for me. Neither did being like a straight up nerd work for me. Neither did a lot of stuff, because it was always, to some degree, me being untrue to myself. It was me trying to find a way to associate with something that wasn't, for the sake of being a part of something. And I think a lot of people still do that. And it's not harmful, so I don't really have a problem with it, but it's I think it's legitimate to address the fact that it's become more popular because of the, like, freedom to talk about it that exists. And that's not, it's become more popular and is therefore wrong because of it. It's just, there wasn't as much of a group behind it until the snowball effect of the internet and forums and discussion boards and places on Reddit to post your pictures. And I don't know, some of it's like, you're 12 years old and you get a boner from everything, and you go to a page that has a picture of like a sexy Jessica Rabbit on it, and you get a boner looking at that, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm a furry, and then you just are a furry. Like, not Jessica Rabbit, what's the one? Babs? What's the bunny from Lola, right? Babs is like the Tiny Toons one. Ugh. Should not say that. No, I fucking suck. This run gave me so much, and I did not give back. Jesus Christ, how did I get hit there? Alright, well, that was a sloppy run. Red Marsh talked for a while about doing a podcast. I don't know anybody that listens to podcasts, besides people that like famous people, or like established comedians trying to grow their audience. I don't know anybody that would listen to a podcast of a relatively unfamous streamer who already uses streaming as their forum. I guess I could just put audio files of me rambling about this game up. But I know podcasts are more structured. That run was me playing like shit. Like shit. And lucking into a win. Some good decisions, but bad performance.